Hello YouTube. First, big thank you to Cameron from CrossFit Aberdeen for the wonderful t-shirt. If I spend a bit more time there, it'd just be a bit bigger to be able to read it for CrossFit Aberdeen. And one more thing, I just purchased from China for the grand sum of £1, postage free, this small LED light, which is solar cell, it's rechargeable. With the winter coming on, it's great. I don't like to use my emergency light in the evening, I like to waste light. But this one, use it in the evening, charge it up during the day. Ideal. With extra batteries to charge. Right, I was just up the hill a few days ago to spend a few days and test out my new cut kit, which I featured in a previous video. It worked fine, but I thought I'd go up there and just do a small demo and show for, in case people haven't used them before and they're a bit unsure about them, just show them how easy it is to use one. This weighs 87 grams, the windshield's 23 grams, so 110 grams. It's not super lightweight, but you never have to carry any fuel. If you go out for a week or a fortnight, it's 110 grams, that's all you have to take, a few extra matches. But that's it. If you haven't tried them, give them a go. Lots of fun. They're very easy to make. I believe I got the idea for the stove from Zen Stoves on the internet. But there's loads of informational videos out there that tell you how to do them. Just give them a try. They're so easy. Cost nothing to do. Anyway, onto the video. Hope you enjoy it. I'm just going to do a quick demo of my wood gas stove. I suppose everybody knows how these work, but just in case anybody doesn't, I'll just do a quick rundown on it. I've made this one out of a bean can. Drill some holes around the bottom here. There's 8 holes around the bottom, and a bunch of holes actually in the bottom, as you can see. And there's some holes around the top. The pot stand, these 3 pieces of wire here, are bicycle spokes, and they just pop in and pop out very simply for transport. When I set this up, in order to facilitate the air getting to the bottom, so the holes at the bottom, I put a couple of stones under it and level it off. Just lets the air in. There we go. Then the outer part, what happens is, this is the outer piece. It's got a lot of holes around the bottom to let the air in. The air feeds in through the bottom of the stove. At the top, there's a few holes there, which are just vent holes really. But it's made out of aluminium foil. It sits around the outside of the stove. I'll sit and put it on with one hand. And what happens is, as the air goes in through the bottom, not all of it's sucked up through the stove. Some of it travels up the outside and comes into these holes around these upper holes around the perimeter, which the oxygen that ignites and burns the smoke from the wood, and that's the wood gas theory. I have here also. That's not a windshield at bottom, it's an outer coat. My windshield is here. It's folded flat just now, but it's a cone. And I'll just set it up now and show you how that looks. Right, it's done, and there it is. It's just held together at the base with a paper clip to hold it in place. I'll put the cook pot on the bean can stove. So I'll load the stove, put the pot on, light the stove, and then just drop the cone over the top. It's quite efficient. It's the cheapest thing. It's not a caldera cone. It's just a cheap one, but it does the job and helps reduce the boil time. Right, so the stove's set up here. I've
where I am just now, I'm down below the tree line, and there's bits of wood around, little dry bits of wood, and this size is ideal, this sort of size. You don't want anything big in there, it needs to burn, and it's just a case of break it off, about an inch, inch and a half long, pop it in, and just fill the stove up like that. I won't bore you with doing this. I'll switch off and start up again when it's done. Alright, it's all loaded up with wood. I've put a cotton wool ball in the top as well. Cotton wool ball with Vaseline. The cotton wool takes a spark very easily. If anybody's got a flint and steel and they haven't used it or haven't had much luck with it, try and cotton wool it, like ever so easy. And the Vaseline just extends the life of the flame, so you give anything else a chance to light. I carry some matches in a Ziploc bag just for lightness, and I also keep a little piece of striker in a separate bag. I don't suppose there'd be any danger in catching fire, but just to be safe, it doesn't cost anything. Now this has not been tested in the field before. I tried it at home on the terrace just to make sure that the stove was big enough to boil 2 cups of water, but this is its first field test, so there's a good chance I'm going to look a bit foolish here. It appears to have taken. I'll just let the flames develop a little before I put the pot on. Well, it's looking good now. The flames develop quite well. I'll take the cone off and put the pot on, and then put the cone back. It does pay, the rest of these wood gas stoves, to make sure that the pot's stable and the pot stand is steady and stable before you fire the things up, because stuff gets very warm very quickly, and it's difficult to do anything with it now. Pop that. I hope that's got enough fire in it to produce the gas and get the water to boil. I'll switch off now and switch on again in a few minutes. Well, look at that, it's boiled. Quicker than I thought. Band down the neck. Oh, excellent, excellent. I wasn't entirely sure that was going to be big enough to carry enough wood to do the job, but it's done an excellent job, and it's still got plenty of burning left in it. It would be enough there to boil another 2 cups, I would think. Anyway, just in the middle of making a bed, so I'll get back to that.
Well, that was it. That's all there is to it. Very easy to work, very easy to use. Fuel's available everywhere, even above the tree line. You can pick up dead roots from plants and bits and pieces. They're very economical, so you don't need very much fuel in at all to boil a couple of cups of water. When you actually put the pot on, sometimes it takes about 4 minutes to boil, but you can't really judge. You can't go by time because You know, it takes a little bit of time to break the wood up, but it's quite therapeutic. It's a nice way to pass the evening. And you can do a little bit in the evening, set it up ready for the morning when you're sitting around chatting or whatever. Set it up ready for the morning, just get them on, light it up, and away you go. Okay, hope you enjoyed it. Thanks very much for watching.